Hi everybody, Leslie here. I thought I'd come on and say a massive thank you and Happy New Year. So thank you because on the 21st of December, so just before Christmas, I hit my 1,000 subscribers. So that means that this is my giveaway video. I'm sorry it's taken me 2 weeks to get to it with family at home, and my husband didn't go back to work until Tuesday. My kids are still in and they're both a bit stressed because my kids are 15 and 18, which if you're in the UK, you'll know that's GCSEs for the younger one and A-levels for my older one. And they've both got their mocks starting. So their mock exams start in a couple of weeks. So they're both studying for exams and they're not back at school till Monday. So it has taken me a little bit of time to get everybody sorted. The Christmas decorations aren't down yet, so that still needs doing. But this is my giveaway video. But yes, so thank you, huge thank you. Yes, it was the 21st of December that I hit my 1,000 subscribers. And if you're interested in why that's important and you don't know, I'm actually going to stick a bit on the end of this video that explains why that is a thing. So I've just shrunk myself down and I will stay with you. I'm not really crafting today. I'm going to show you what's going to be in my giveaway bundle and I'm going to explain how you were going to enter that giveaway. Just to make sure I'm not breaking any rules, this giveaway is nothing to do with YouTube or any other social media platform that I might publish this video on. This is just a personal thank you for all those people who subscribed to me over the last sort of 7-8 months or so, because the vast majority of you have joined me certainly within the last 12 months. And although my channel's been going since 2018, I had 50-ish subscribers at the start of last year, and that had been trundling along at that level for years and me not being very consistent. And I actually made an effort to be more consistent and make videos this year, or this year just gone. It's now 2024, of course. Nobody else is involved in this promotion. All of the items that are going to be in my little giveaway bundle are things that I actually have doubles of. And a lot of it is actually UK companies. And I know a lot of my viewers are in the US. So some of these companies might not even be familiar to you if, you know, you've not watched some of the British like craft channels and things. Some of them will be, some of them won't be. And some of them are like more small independent companies as well. So I'm going to show you what I've got in my giveaway bundle. Okay, so to enter it, all I want you to do is be subscribed to my channel. So that's the first thing you need to do. Just make sure you're subscribed, which I imagine if you're watching it, most of you will be. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then you need to hit the subscribe button. And then you also need to comment. So the way I'll choose a winner is on the comments on this video. I will leave it open for at least a week. So it will probably be mid-January before I turn the comments off. So everyone gets a chance to comment. And I'd actually like you to comment with how you found my channel. Just something, if you can't remember, I know a lot of you will have come from Mixed Up Craft, Sam Calcott's channel, when I did my spinning puzzle card that she borrowed the idea and tagged my video. Some of you might just have seen my craft room tour video at the start of December. I know quite a lot of people subscribed after they saw that. Or was it something completely different? If you can remember, that'd be lovely for you to tell me how you found my channel, because it helps me know, you know, where people are coming from, and obviously it motivates us little creators to know what's working and what doesn't. Hopefully everyone will get a chance to comment, but I will turn off the commenting when I have closed it. And I'll also change the title of the video so that you know the giveaway has closed in the title as well. So if you are coming back to this at a later date, you'll know that you can't enter anymore. I will use a random number generator based on the number of comments, and then I will just pick a comment with the number. So that's how I'm going to do it. Simple as that. You just need to comment and be subscribed. If you've got crafty friends and you want to share, that would also be great. Helps, you know, little creators like myself to grow as well. Now, do you want to see what we've got? Like I say, all this stuff is stuff that I've either accidentally bought doubles of, or sometimes it's been a blind bag. So let's start with this. So this is the Create and Craft digital portfolio. This is a 2GB USB drive. It's still sealed. It's never been out of the box. I've got one of these that I've not even looked at yet because I haven't got a standard USB drive on my laptop anymore. I think it is just, it's certainly this sort of colour palette, but it's just printable pattern papers, I believe. I think the glitter effect, but I'm guessing there's more on there. I don't know. So that's that one. And I haven't shown these before. These are gelatos. These are by Faber-Castell, which I think are a German company. And I've actually got a ton of these. So I've got all these ones. And these have been around for years and years and years. But they're a bit like, they're like a water-soluble crayon. So I accidentally bought a double. As you can see, the yellows are in there. And I have used the yellows and oranges to really good effect on a daffodil card before. A layering die with daffodils. It works really well. I think they're similar to like the Ranger Distress crayons, but I think these have been out for a lot longer than those. So they're like it says they're a creamy, vibrant pigment and they're water soluble. So you can stamp with them, you can blend them without water, you can blend them with water. There's all sorts you can do with those. So they're in there. This is one I had and I managed to buy a double of at a craft fair. So this is the Tonic Merry Christmas double banner. So it's got the outline, the banner, so it's like a shadow die and the banner die, and then two stamps. One says Merry Christmas and one says Just For You at Christmas. This was an accident having two of these. So this is the Daisy May design Ditsy Flower stencil. So Daisy May is a UK company. This isn't that old. This is from 2020. And I accidentally, when I was putting this in my basket, I think it was on sale when I did it. And I ended up with two of them, accidentally. My fault. What else? Oh, I popped some rubber stamps in there that I found that I had doubles of in my Christmas box. So, little candle, more Christmassy than anything, but you could use it at other times of the year. And a little snowflake. And these are really old Anita's ones. I think these are from about 2002. So these are now 22 years old. Can you believe it's 2024? And that makes those 22 years old. I feel really old right now. What else have we got in here? I thought these were fun. These are Roald Dahl. These are the Whiz Banger clear stamps, and they've got the original Quentin Blake artwork from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on. And they've got some sentiments on there. Welcome, my little friends. Welcome to the factory. Tremendous things are in store for you. Many wonderful surprises await you. It says Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then we've got Scrumdiddlyumptious and Lick Swishy on there. So they're fun. And of course, Wonka's out in the cinemas, isn't it? Which I think is like the prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I thought they were quite relevant, especially the one that we've got Willy Wonka on his own. So these were from Do Crafts 2014. So these are 10 years old. How is 2014 10 years ago? So these are a 10-year-old stamp set, but I have got a double of this. So that's that one. Then this one, this is Hunky Dory. And this is really, really old. And this is the Floribunda. Now, I have to say, I've used this stamp set. And this is and got a replacement because there is actually a manufacturing fault which runs here across those stamps. So in fairness, I didn't realise when I first got these, and I emailed Hunky Dory and they sent me another set out for free because I could show them that it was clearly a manufacturing fault. There's a line, there's a little dent that runs across these. But all of these stamps are absolutely fine, and these ones down in this bottom corner. And you can still use the ones that have got the line on them. You just either cover it up or don't worry about it. But so I have used those and then realised, oh, they've got a fault. So kudos to Hunky Dory. They sent me out a replacement set for these. So I have got a double of these, and some of these have been used. But most of these are absolutely fine. So, yeah, that's Hunky Dory Floribunda, and that's years and years old as well. And then I've got Elisa Horton Crafts. This one has definitely been the free gift on Create and Craft when they did a monthly free members gift. And it's a lot bigger than the front would suggest. I've only got little hands, but it's quite a big floral stamp. And they're sending you sunshine and flowers. Thought that was a lovely one for spring coming up as well. So this was in one of my blind bags at the craft fair that I did a video on. And I already had it from being in the Create and Craft Club, which I don't think I'm in at the moment. And then this is a Stamps by Me set. Again, this one was a free gift on Create and Craft at one point. And then I accidentally bought a second one in a sale because I forgot I had it. Because we do that, don't we? And I thought I'd show you. This is how big it is, because you can't tell from the packaging how big it actually is. There's a nice little image of it there, but it is the size of the packaging. So it's a big floral that you can obviously use on the edge of a card, or you could repeat stamp it. But the greetings in this are really huge, which I didn't realise that they were quite that big, because it's deceptive that that's obviously a big card. So there's Friends Forever, Never Apart, Live a Good Story. So if you were scrapbooking, you could use this one as well. And It's Time to Start Something New, very relevant this time of year. So I thought that was a lovely one in there. The last of the stamps and things in there. So I've talked about in quite a few previous videos that there is this lovely small company in the UK called Skull and Crossbones. And Skull and Crossbones happens to be owned by somebody that my husband knows from about 30 years ago. I've never met her. She's called Emily, and she makes rubber stamps, and she does some stencils. She does personalised rubber stamps as well. So if you've got a small business and you want a personalised rubber stamp, she does those. And she does lots of stamps for like stamping on packaging, so that you can say recycle me and things as well. So she does all sorts of lovely things. So that's Skull and Crossbones. So I've had a mixed bag of stencils of her and ended up with a double of one that I already had that I bought as an individual stencil. And usually her stamps are wood mounted ones, but she also does like a mixed bag of stamps that are sometimes it's like seconds, or they're overstock that she's not mounted on wood. So these ones are they're the same stamp material that's on her wood blocks, but she's not mounted these ones. And I ended up with doubles because I bought a couple of mixed bags from her over the years. These ones are lovely. These are the ones that I showed stamping in white picket fence distress onto craft wrapping paper. And of course, then if you've got the small one along with it, you could do a matching tag on a craft gift tag as well. So I thought they were a nice one to include. I know Christmas has just gone, and that's a lovely little Merry Christmas that's in the star border. I've used that in the middle of like some of my spinning puzzle cards and things. So she's got quite a few different circular greetings with different like banner shapes around the outside, so they're cute. And the nice solid star and the little either snowballs or berries, I think you could use those for both. So I'll pop those in with the stencil just so that I don't lose them. And I have got everyday stamps off Skull and Crossbones as well, but I can't find any doubles, unfortunately. And then the stencil it's the one that's like the peppermint candy sweet. So, and I used that on the background of one of my gnome cards with glitter stencil paste. So I've ended up with two of those. So that one's going in there. And then lastly, just some paper pads, which these are the Paper Boutique, which is another made in the UK. So these aren't designed in the UK and then manufactured in China. These are made and designed in the UK. My grandfather worked in paper mills in the Northwest, so I'm familiar with paper mills, but these are the inserts, and these are quite lightweight paper. These are 120 GSM, and there's 6 papers, 6 designs, so you could decoupage these. They're designed to be inserts, obviously, which is why they're lighter weight, but they've got some lovely images on. And then these are the 150 GSM, so they're still paper rather than cardstock weight, but they're, again, 36 sheets, 6 designs, and they're 8x8 paper pads. But these have got sheets of the sentiments, which there's quite a lot of birthday. There's a mixture on there. Oh, there's all the words at the bottom for the different relatives, so you could probably use these for Mother's Day coming up. And they're just cute little images, aren't they? Toppers. And you could certainly use the patterns from the inserts as like coordinating background papers. So there's the little strips, and there's this one that's like different shaped toppers as well. And then the big squares, which would make really cute fast cards. And I think my daughters would still like these at 15 and 18. I think these are quite ageless ones. And then there's another one with the words on. So that's, if we count that as one item, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the stamps at the back. Let's count that just as one. That's 11. My 2 little rubber stamps, 12. At least 12 items in there. Obviously, it's a lot more than 12 items if I counted all the individual stamps and things. So that's what I will be posting to somebody. So I'm going to cover the postage. If you're anywhere in the world, as long as there's no restrictions on me posting things to you, I will post all of this to the person that I choose from the comments when I close the comments in a week or so. So that's all you need to do to be in a chance with winning all these lovely goodies. Now, I also want to say, please don't fall for any scams. I will not ask anybody for credit card details. I will not ask anybody except the winner for their postal address. I will not ask anybody for any personal details. I will comment and on the person who wins comment. So when you've commented, and it will clearly say at Handmade in Windsor Lab as my username. There shouldn't be any way that, you know, scammers can dupe that, because it will say at Handmade in Windsor Lab on the comment when I tell you you've won. If you've got an email address associated with your YouTube channel that I can see, I know not everybody has, it's more people who have made it visible. If you've got that, I will email you as well. But if you've not got an email I can see, I can't do that. So you will have to keep an eye on the video and see if I've replied to your comment. If you've got like notifications on, it might tell you, but I know a lot of people just have notifications for YouTube turned off. So even if you think you've got notifications on for something, if you've just turned them off on your for the whole app, it still doesn't work, which I didn't realise until the other day. So I will try to email you if you've got an email associated, but you will have to check back and make sure that, you know, you contact me, and I will give you an email address to email your postal address. So please don't fall for any scammers. I won't ask anyone for any personal details other than the winner for a postal address to send this stuff to. And there's no cost involved. It's just a way of me saying thank you. So hopefully I'm not breaking any rules and nobody's going to get caught by any scammers. Don't do it. Don't give anyone personal information and all the rest of it. So I've got a little notebook here, and let me check that I've said everything I need to say to make sure that oh, the other thing I want to say is I will send this as a gift and mark it as value as probably under £20, whatever it is the UK Post Office, like there's an above and a below price. So hopefully if you're overseas there won't be any import duties on it, but I can't guarantee that because I don't know where you are in the world. So if there's any import duties on it, I apologise. I will do my best to make sure that there isn't. It is a giveaway. I'm not expecting you to do anything, but I can't do anything if your country at the other end opens it and imposes any sort of import duty on it. That's beyond my control. I will try, but I mark it as a gift because obviously I'm not charging anybody for anything for it. If you're not interested in the next bit of my video where I'm going to talk about why people go on about 1,000 subscribers, please, you don't need to watch anymore. So that's the giveaway. This is what's going out. Please make sure you subscribed, like the video, comment on it, and hopefully in a week or so I will come back to you and let you know who the winner is. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is, I've been going on about it in my videos and I feel like a stuck record. I've been going on about it. Please subscribe, please subscribe. Why do creators do that? I know some of you will know already, but some of you won't. And I know some people ask in comments, like on Jennifer Maguire's page, you know, what they can do to help small creators. So I thought I'd explain to you why and what it is and why people ask for you to subscribe. So most of you will know, you see adverts on YouTube videos all the time. And that's how YouTube keep everything free. The advertisers pay YouTube, and YouTube then pay a cut of that to all the little creators. big creators. And the more views you get on a video, the more you get paid. So the reason we need 1,000 subscribers is because YouTube a few years ago changed the model of how it pays creators. It used to be that as soon as you'd had 10,000 views on your channel, they would start giving you that cut of the advertising. And I would have had 10,000 views back in July of last year because one of my videos, my spinning puzzle card video, hit that 1,000 relatively easily because Sam Calcott shared it. And because of that video, it was like a mini viral moment. 10,000 views isn't actually all that much on YouTube these days. And I would have been, they call it monetized. It sounds really sordid, doesn't it? But to get your channel monetized, that used to be the requirement. That's not the case and hasn't been for a few years now. The requirement now is to have 4,000 hours of watch time. So that's not views. It means that 4,000 hours worth of your videos need to have been watched. So if you make short videos, like those 3-minute videos, it takes some creators a very long time to get to 4,000 views. And it's not 4,000 views since you start your channel. It's 4,000 views in any 365-day period. So it resets every single day. So you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time in any 365-day period to get monetized. On top of that, and I would have hit that in about August of this year. So because I do longer videos and lots of lovely people out there, you guys, stay tuned and listen to me waffle on when I'm crafting. Because I make longer videos, I hit that relatively easily. And I know that there are some small craft creators who do more like 10-minute really short videos that struggle to hit that 4,000 hours in a year, but have got a lot more subscribers than I have. So I'm really grateful that people actually stay tuned to my videos, but hopefully that means that my content is useful. So I will stick with longer videos as well as some shorter videos. And so I would have hit that probably in about August. But the second requirement to be monetized is your subscriber numbers, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So YouTube could put, especially because I'd had a really popular video, YouTube did put adverts on some of my videos, which had had lots and lots of views. So YouTube kept all of that advertising revenue until the 21st of December. And on the 21st of December, I'd already pre-signed up because I knew I was nearly there, and you can start the process once you've got 500 subscribers. All the ads you've seen on my videos probably since July, when my first video got really quite big, I haven't seen a penny of that. And let me tell you, it's not because let me find my words. I'm trying to explain it to you because in my mind, it's the principle of the thing. I'm not going to get rich from this. I'm going to tell you how much money I make on a video. And it's probably not as much as you think it is. So from 1,000 views, I'm getting a little bit less than £4. So my biggest video, if it had been monetized from the beginning, which is my spinning puzzle card video, which I did back in July, if I had been monetized for that whole time, I would have made £52 on that video. So the £4 per 1,000 views, which is about $5 US, and that's not the same for every creator. They calculate something called a CPM or an RPM, and it depends what country your viewers are in and how long they watch for, and if they skip ads or if you don't skip ads. So it does change slightly. So I'm actually towards the top end per 1,000 views of what advertisers will pay, because you lovely people obviously watch enough of the videos that, so far anyway, that it's quite high. So that's about the most anybody gets. So it's about £4 English, which is roughly $5 US. It's a bit less than that, but it gives you an idea. So yeah, so off the one video that would have been the biggest that I've made this year, I would have got £52, which probably if I broke that down to the amount of time I spent filming it and then editing it, let alone the cost of any supplies that went into it, I would have been on probably about £5 an hour. And in the UK, the minimum wage for a 16 and 17-year-old, I think, is about £5.80. And it goes up until you hit 23. And then I think it might be up near £10 an hour minimum. So I wouldn't even have made minimum wage just from the creating part if it had been monetized. And no one's going to get rich unless, obviously, you get thousands upon thousands upon thousands of views. So I did 66 videos this year, and I've had 42.3k. So I've had 42,000 views and some more. So that was in the last year. And I really started properly making videos in April and May time. So from April, May time, so minus January, February, March, and most of April, I didn't make really any videos. So it's for about 8 months. I did 66 videos, and I would have made, working on the £4-ish level per 1,000 views, I'd have made about £170 last year off my YouTube advertising if I'd been monetized for the whole year. And that would have been about $215. So it's not a lot of money. Like I say, it's the principle of the thing. And the other thing to say is, if you've got videos that are making £4, £5, in the UK, you have to have made £60 before they'll pay you a penny. So I'm seeing my revenue count, as it's called, going up on my analytics. But at the moment, I think I've got about £8 in there in a few weeks, which is better than nothing. But until I get to £6, I won't get any of it anyway. So they hang on to so if you're a small creator, they keep hanging on to your revenue as well. And what was the other things? Oh, and just so you know, so roughly speaking, I get about, I think it's about 45%, if I remember rightly, of the actual advertising. So Google, which is YouTube, they keep, I think, about 55%, and I get about 45%. So the advertisers are it works out roughly double. So whatever I'm making, YouTube, Google is probably making the same, probably in profits. The other 5% is probably, for hosting and things, and might actually go on the company expenses. But I'd say they're probably making the same amount of money that I do out of any video, and theirs is profit probably. So, and I also wanted to mention super chats, which are a bit of a newer thing. It's mainly on live streams, but you can do super chats and super thanks and things like that. And just so you know, the creator doesn't get to keep 100% of that either. So even though that is a specific thing for the creator, not related to the number of views, Google takes 30% of that as well. So if you give somebody a £10 super chat, which is extremely generous, and, people do that, and I have seen that on some craft live streams. It's like the buy me a coffee thing, or, say go and get a bottle of wine or whatever. And I've seen people do that on crafty live streams. But Google takes 30% of that. So if you give £10, I'd get £7 of that. So just so you know, the creator doesn't even get 100% of that. But it's another way of supporting people when they're doing live streams and things. So yeah, that is the reason why I have been like a stuck record of please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. And hopefully I don't need to do that anymore, because I'm up to 1,028 subscribers. So I hit the 1,000 on the 21st of December, and it's still going up. So that's lovely. And I know you've all been enjoying my craft room tour over the festive season, which again is really lovely as well, that you enjoyed seeing that. Just quickly, I thought I'd tell you what I've got coming up. I think I'm going to do a series of videos called 5 Ways. Now that could be 5 techniques with one thing, one product, or it could be 5 cards with 1 stamp, or it could be 5 different ways to use something like gelatos, for example. So I'm just going to call it 5 ways, and I'll always try and show 5 different ways to do something, use something. Then the other thing that I'm also going to do alongside that, I did a video on this storage system. So this is how I store my word dies, so that the right way round, and I can flick through them. This is obviously clear what it is, but obviously if you've got swirly writing and everything, it's a lot harder to see what you've got. It becomes a bit like a Rolodex. So these slide up and down, you can move them around, you can change the order that they're in there. So it means that you can, you know, scroll through. Alongside my 5 ways videos, I'm going to do some ink swatching using this same idea. So if you want to get ahead of the game, you could just go back and watch the video how I create these cards and the little runner that pops in the bottom, and that's what I'm going to be doing for my ink swatching. So I'm going to do a video on that very soon, and yeah, that's where I'm headed, at least for the first month or 2 of this year, I think. And don't forget, comment, make sure you subscribed, and if you like the video as well, that'd be lovely. And hopefully I'll be contacting one of you in a week or so's time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.